Hi, good afternoon. Welcome to Northern Virginia's premier gaming destination, the Rose Gaming Resort in Dumfries, Virginia. My name is Bobby Sample, and I'm proud to serve as the general manager here at the Rose. What you see before you is the culmination of many years of hard work to transform a vacant, unused lot into a world-class gaming and entertainment destination that will draw visitors from around the country right here to Destination Dumfries. As we celebrate the grand opening of the Rose, you will hear today from just a few of the many people who helped make this beautiful facility a reality. You will hear from Bill Carstanjen, the CEO of Churchill Downs Incorporated, about the vision that he and our company have for this project. You will hear from Dumfries Mayor Derek Wood about the tremendous impact the Rose will have on this local community. Secretary of Agriculture Matt Lohr will explain the Rose's role in Virginia's thoroughbred racing and equine industries. And you will hear from Delegate Luke Torian about the impact the Rose will have on the entire Commonwealth of Virginia. But first, I'd like to tell you a little bit about this incredible destination-worthy resort right here in our own backyard. So the Rose is a $460 million investment by Churchill Downs in the Commonwealth of Virginia. Among its many world-class features are over 175 square feet of gaming space with 1,650 historical horse racing terminals and simulcasting of exciting live horse racing from across the country. The new 7-acre public park featuring a playground, dog park, and playing fields are part of 62 total acres of green space on this site. 8 bars and restaurants, including the 1609 Steakhouse, the Playbook Sports Bar and Grill, and the Market Street Food Hall. More than 100 hotel rooms with meeting and event space, and over 2,500 parking spaces. When guests come to the Rose, they will find exciting games, great food and entertainment, and smiling faces ready to welcome them to Northern Virginia's premier gaming destination. With strong wage and local hiring commitments, a new public park, and millions in local investment and charitable giving, the Rose is committed to being a good neighbor and partner. We're proud to call Dumfries our home and to give back to this community that has so warmly embraced us. And now I would like to introduce and welcome to the stage the man whose vision led to what is now the Rose, Mr. Bill Carstanjen, CEO of Churchill Downs Incorporated.
I was told not to move this mic. They don't trust me for that, so. Okay, all right, so thank you all for being here today. It's wonderful to be here. It's wonderful to see so many of you here. It's interesting to be in a parking garage, but there's so much going on in there. This is the only place we can put everybody together for this. So I've heard the call to the post, which was the song the bugler was playing many, many times in my life and all over the country and all over the world. That's the first time I've ever heard in a parking garage. So first, I want to say congratulations to Bobby and her team. I couldn't be more proud of the job you've done, the team you've built, the 500 team members that work here now. Many of them are new to our company, new to our culture, and they've just stepped up and done an amazing thing under pretty intense time pressures, construction issues, and I'm just very, very proud of you and the team for the work that you've done. In general, yeah. In general, there's so much to be proud of in terms of this project. And when I think about, what does it mean to be proud? I think of the people. It's the work that the people have done to make this possible. And I'm gonna call out some of those. I can't call out everybody, but I'm gonna call out some of those key constituents that are not only here in our company, but well beyond in the larger Dumfries community, Prince William County, the state as a whole. So this hasn't been an easy project. As you pull in and you take the long ride up on the access road, This is a landfill. This is a twofer. We're actually taking a landfill here and capping it, converting it into green space with a public park, and also constructing this large HRM facility. So this has presented all kinds of technical problems, construction problems, all things that our team just plowed through to make this happen. But generally, when you build a project like this, you like a big flat piece of land and lots of open space to do things the way you want to do that. And that's not possible here in Northern Virginia. But for us, with Dumfries being right on I-95, the chance to convert this site that would have to be closed and turned into something over time, the chance to convert it into a new facility has just been a labor of love for our team. So let's get to the thank yous. There's so many to be grateful for. And as I stand up here, if I leave you with one thing today, it's pride and it's gratefulness. It's gratefulness for having this opportunity for our company. Let me talk about some of the people that I'd like you to keep in your mind because they're a big part of making this happen. First, the Virginia legislature. Gaming facilities don't just get created. The legislature has to figure it out. Yeah. They have to come up with their vision for what they want to see in the state. It's up to us to execute that vision, but the legislature, for their leadership, Governor Youngkin, Mayor Wood, who you're going to hear from shortly, Vice Mayor Nickerson, Delegate Torian, Senator Surville, Secretary Lohr, Senator McPike, Delegate King, members of the Dumfries Town Council. I can't say enough about them, all the support they've given our team, their vision, along with the mayors, their vision for how this can work. The Virginia Equine Alliance, all key constituents making this all possible. So you're probably wondering, well, how does this all work? You've heard from Bobby. How does this fit into something larger? Well, I'm from Churchill Downs. I'm the CEO of Churchill Downs. We're the company that owns this facility. We're based in Louisville, Kentucky. That's right. I'm not from around here, although I did go to high school here. So if there's anybody out there from Woodbridge High School, go Vikings. Yeah, I hope there is somebody out there. Now, I left a long time ago to go to college, but my family lived here for many years after I left. So I have very fond memories of my years in Woodbridge. But I live in Kentucky now, and Churchill Downs, we're best known for the Kentucky Derby. That's the crown jewel of our company. The Kentucky Derby is 150 years old. It's the longest continually run sporting event in the United States. It's a huge festival extravaganza in the Midwest of the country, and that's where our company started. That's where our roots come from. Particularly over the last 20 years, we've expanded quite a bit. We have racetracks all over the United States. We also have a very large series of online businesses. And finally, we have gaming facilities. We have about 30 casinos or gaming facilities across the United States. So we're a public company. We're traded on the NASDAQ. We're one of the largest gaming companies in the United States. And we're always looking for opportunities where we're welcomed by states and communities to come in and make a difference. We started in Virginia with an interest in Colonial Downs, which is the racetrack in Richmond. That was our first cue to focus on Virginia. And all of this ties into the racing industry, and it's important to make that connection. These machines benefit this community, they benefit the state, but a small portion of them also go to the horses to fund the agricultural side of the state in the thoroughbred industry, which is an industry that touches not only areas like this, through facilities like this, but it touches a lot of more rural agricultural areas where the infrastructure and cycle of life with respect to horses start. So we started first looking at Virginia because of our interest in Colonial Downs, and that is the key to why a facility like this is possible. It's all part of the state's effort to improve local communities, but also to improve the agricultural side of the state through investment in thoroughbred horse racing. So many of you may not know this, but Virginia has a rich equine history. The most famous racehorse ever in the history of thoroughbred racing, Secretariat, is from Virginia. It's been a while since Virginia has been on the road to the Kentucky Derby, but of the things we're going to bring to Virginia, we're bringing a qualifying race for the Kentucky Derby. So next year, I hope the winner of the Kentucky Derby comes from Virginia. But if you just go down the road to Richmond, or New Kent, you'll be able to watch a horse that's going to qualify and be in the race. So I'm really pleased to say that as we open this facility and as we tally up our impact so far and our partnership so far with the state, there were 1,200 full-time jobs to build this place, construction jobs. There are 500 people who work here now. There are over 2,000 people in the Commonwealth of Virginia that work for Churchill Downs. So we're making a difference. We're creating jobs that are good jobs. They have benefits, they feed families, they provide good, stable livings with lots of opportunities for our team members to grow, not only here, but in our other facilities around the country. We also give back. We've already donated over $400,000 to causes in Prince William County, and I'm very much looking forward to the Community Center for Dumfries, for which we've donated $2 million to see constructed. So one promise I can make is our company gives back. We feel grateful to be here. We're thankful for the opportunity, and every promise we make you, we're going to keep, and we're going to make a difference as best we can, not only to Dumfries, but to Prince William County and to the Commonwealth as a whole. So I want to thank you again, and I want to thank the people of Dumfries for having confidence in us, for the elected officials that they've elected to interact with us. I want to thank everybody that's a part of this community for giving us this chance. We're proud to be here. We're proud to be a part of the Commonwealth, and we're proud to make a difference today and going forward. And I do ask that all of you that are here, I hope you get a chance to go in there and see the energy and feel the excitement and get a taste of what this is going to add to the region. It's now my distinct pleasure to introduce the Dumfries Mayor, Derek Wood. Thank you very much.
Don't touch the mic. Good afternoon, everybody. Listen, thank you, Bill, for those remarks. We got all of that recorded, so we thank you that you keep your promises to us. And thank you for everybody that's here today. It's a true honor to stand with you on this historic day for the town of Dumfries. Today's ribbon cutting is more than just an event for us. It's the beginning of a new era for our town, an era of transformation and opportunity. For many years, I know many of you have driven on I-95, and all y'all could see was this Potomac landfill rising up. It became a landmark, but it was a very different kind of landmark, one that we probably wasn't too proud of. It started, for most of you don't know, at sea level back in 1984. And by 2018, it had grown to nearly 230 feet high, becoming a towering reminder of this industrial, what can be considered a wasteland since we lost our waterway. The landfill just became a part of our landscape that we was used to, a constant presence that many in this community dreamed of just transforming into something meaningful and something more inspiring. Well, today, that dream has become a reality. Where there once was a landfill, now stands the Rose Gaming Resort. I like to say an almost $500 million world-class facility featuring 1,650 historical horse racing terminals. I'm told it's the most historical horse racing terminals in the world, The second largest is in Louisville. I think they only got 1,000 machines. There's over 100 plus hotel rooms, 8 exceptional restaurants and bars. This is a transformation from a landfill to a landmark. An achievement we can all be proud of. But let's take a moment to reflect on what makes a landmark. A landmark isn't just a building or a place, it's a symbol. It's something that defines a community, something that people recognize and something that people remember. So the Rose isn't just a gaming resort, it's gonna be a sense of identity for our town, one that's gonna draw visitors from across our region and beyond, putting our town on the map as a destination place in DC, Maryland, and Virginia. And this transformation isn't about bricks and mortar, it's about revitalizing our community and building a better future for Dumfries. You've already heard we have over 500 jobs that the Rose is bringing to here. For our residents, and they now have opportunities to build a fulfilling future right here in their own backyards. The millions in tax revenue generated is going to empower us as a town to reinvest in public service, to improve our infrastructure, and enhance the quality of life for everyone who calls the town of Dumfries home. This project has truly been a win-win investment. One of the most meaningful aspects that you heard Bill talk about was the partnership and their commitment to reinvesting in the community through their Rosie's Gives Back program. To date, they have donated at least $100,000 every single year as they have partnered with the town of Dumfries. So give them a round of applause for that. This program has been a force of good in our community, supporting a lot of local initiatives that strengthen Dumfries and touch the lives throughout our town. But a transformation of this scale is only possible through teamwork and dedication. And there are so many people here to thank. To our current town council members, give them a round of applause. Your leadership and commitment made this vision possible. To all the former council members who are part of this journey from the start, your belief in what Dumfries could be led to this groundwork today. Also want to extend a thanks to our current town manager and her entire staff, whose tireless work and dedication helped to guide this project forward and bring it to the finish line. To our former town managers and staff, thank you for laying the foundation and contributing to this project like this of this magnitude. To all our General Assembly members in the House and our Board of County Supervisors, your advocacy and support has been vital in securing the resources and the policies needed to bring this vision to life. Thank you. We also want to recognize the Colonial Downs Group, who saw the potential of Dumfries and this legislation back in 2018, purchasing this site and committing to something new. And of course, a special thank you to Churchill Downs for carrying out this vision, grabbing the baton, and delivering this beautiful facility that honors Dumfries and lifts up our community. And to the people of Dumfries, our residents, our community leaders, and everyone who supported this project, your help shaped this journey. Your support, your ideas, you getting on the phone calls, the Zooms, the charrettes, talking about all you want. Your faith in our town helped bring this day. And I'm honored to stand here with this council on behalf of all of you. Now, one of the most exciting parts of this transformation is that planned 80-acre park that's going to eventually crown off the former landfill. Imagine, if you will, with me, a green space with hiking trails, possible sports fields, playground, even a possible dog park, a place where families can gather and connect with nature. This park is going to be a place for all of us to enjoy, and this will be a lasting symbol of how we can reimagine our town's landscape. And let me be clear, Dumfries, this is just the beginning. We see the Rose thriving as a place that draws people to Dumfries, encouraging visitors to experience the unique character of our town. We hope that some of those visitors will see Dumfries not only as a place to visit, but a place that they can call home. A place to live, a place to work, and a place to grow. In closing, I want to extend my deepest thanks to the Churchill Downs, to our town council, both past and present, to our town manager, to all of our dedicated staff, our police officers, the General Assembly members, and our community supporters. You all have played a part in turning this vision into a reality, turning a landfill into a landmark that will become a source of pride and destination for visitors for years to come. Here's to the future of Dumfries, here's to the Rose Gaming Resort, and here's to all of you who made this day possible. Thank you.
And let's be honest, I'm the reason for all the moving of the mic. I'm the shortest one. All right, now I would like to welcome to the stage Virginia's Secretary of Agriculture and Forestry, Secretary Matthew J. Lohr. Among his many responsibilities, Secretary Lohr oversees the Virginia Racing Commission, which regulates and promotes the live thoroughbred horse racing that is really at the heart of our company.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. What a glorious day it is to be here in Dumfries, and I'm so excited to be a part of this celebration. You know, when you're the fourth person on the agenda, you'll find that most of your points that you were going to talk about have already been covered, but we'll try to share some of them again. But I want to thank all of you so much for not only for being here today, but for the role that each of you played in this historic celebration today as we open the Rose. On behalf of Governor Youngkin, I want to say congratulations to all of you and welcome. We are so glad to be a part of this event and certainly want to thank so many people who have made this day a success. We've recognized some of these folks before, but certainly Mr. Mayor, thank you and your entire town council, Chairman Torian, and the entire legislative team here representing the General Assembly. We've got several members of our Virginia Racing Commission team here, and of course, everyone that's a part of the Churchill Downs team as well. Thank you. Give them one more big round of applause. We appreciate all of that. So it was a little over 2 years ago when Bill Carstanjen and several members of his team came to Richmond, and we had a meeting that day with the governor and the chief and our team, and we had a great conversation. You may remember that we talked a little bit about gaming and kind of the future that Churchill saw and coming to Virginia. But really what stood out to me was the conversation that Bill shared about his vision for horse racing and for Virginia's equine industry. He talked about, as he mentioned earlier, we've had a storied past of horse racing and horse breeding and thoroughbred racing in Virginia. We've kind of diminished that a little bit over the last several years, but he spoke about being able to bring all of that back to prominence again. And so it was great to hear his vision about where we are. We spoke about building that infrastructure up and what it would take to do that, to get the farms built up, to get the breeders here, having the horses born here, and really restoring the greatness to 50 years ago when Secretariat was crowned the winner of the Triple Crown. And here we are today, 2 years later with the opening of the Rose, and we see that we are indeed making that dream a reality for so many people. These numbers have been shared earlier, but $460 million of investments, over 500 jobs, good paying jobs, and a $35 million annual tax revenue back to the Commonwealth of Virginia. And of course, my personal favorite as the Secretary of Agriculture and Forestry, we're adding an additional 16 days of live thoroughbred racing to the state next year. The number of horse racing days we have are tied to the number of these HHR terminals, and we are so excited to see that increase to such a great amount. Over the last 2 years, we've really seen some tremendous improvements and gains to our live horse racing experience. And if you haven't been to Colonial Downs, I hope that you will take advantage of that next year. We've had attendance has increased the last several years. We've had more family-friendly promotions and more ways to increase that racing experience for the entire family. And we know that it's just the beginning with lots more to come. As Bill mentioned earlier, I just want to give them another shout out for moving our Virginia Derby race next year from the fall to the spring and having the winner of that race be an automatic qualifier for the Kentucky Derby. That is a huge, huge deal, and certainly one that will continue to grow Virginia's horse racing industry and put us on the map. So again, thank you so much for making that investment. So today we celebrate the great milestone with the opening of the rows. The vision that Bill spoke of 2 years ago is taking shape. And it was mentioned earlier that there were promises were made that day in Richmond, and these are the promises that were kept. And I think that says a lot about the individuals who are working so hard for Churchill, because they're in this for the long haul. More opportunities for our farmers and our trainers, our farriers, our veterinarians, and all those that work in the agricultural industry. I want to say again, congratulations, and we are just so excited to have the rows here and see our horse racing industry continue to grow. One of the best parts about my job, whenever we do a grand opening like this and a ribbon cutting, is we get to present the business with the state flag of Virginia. This isn't just any state flag. This is a flag that was actually flown over the state capitol. And it's so exciting as we have these announcements all over the state for the different components of agriculture to be able to present this and say, thank you for believing in Virginia. And I hope, Bill, that when we present this, I hope that you will find a place somewhere on the grounds that you can fly this flag proudly, and just every time you see it, be reminded that Virginia is proud to have you as a partner, and we are so glad to have you here in the Commonwealth. So, Bill, if you come up here, present certificate. We have a flag here.
All right, and finally, I would like to invite to the stage someone whose leadership on the statewide level continues to create jobs and opportunities both here in Prince William County and in every corner of the Commonwealth. The delegate from the 24th District and the chairman of the House Appropriations Committee, Delegate Luke E. Torian.
Listen, we need to give this lady a round of applause. Good afternoon to everyone. It is indeed a pleasure and an honor to be here in historic Dumfries and to open this facility, to participate in the ribbon cutting ceremony, and to see the growth that Virginia is experiencing. Here in Virginia, we have been designated as the best state in the nation to do business. And this is a prime example. I first of all want to say thank you to the Virginia General Assembly members who helped make this possible. But imagine this. The roads could have been built in Loudoun County. It could have been built in Fairfax County. But instead of going to Loudoun County or Fairfax, they came to a community of less than 6,000 residents, a small town with big vision. And what we are experiencing here is that we can dream, and we can dream big. You do not have to have a population of a couple of 100,000 folks. But give me 6,000. Give me 6,000 with a vision. And then allow that vision to grow and to flourish. And look at what we have now in Prince William County. Do not underestimate what can happen when people have a vision, when people dream, and when people work together. When we work together, we produce public and private sector government working together. And when we work together, we produce an awesome vision. To the town of Dumfries, to the Commonwealth of Virginia, to Prince William County, we are still growing, we are still arriving, and to Dumfries and the Rose and all of their leadership, congratulations, and we're happy to be here with you.
All right, I think whoever decided the order of speakers today had it absolutely right. What a wonderful note to end on, Delegate Torian. All right, so that just about completes our program today, but we still have one very important item on our to-do list, and that is to cut the ribbon and officially open the Rose Gaming Resort. So at this time, I'd invite those participating in the ribbon cutting from the audience to come forward, and please line up here in front of the stage. And those of us on the stage are going to move forward and cut the ribbon. And I invite everyone to please stick around and visit with our team and tour our beautiful facility when the ribbon cutting is all done.
Give it a countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3,